Ensuring a healthy population is the main goal of Taiwan's medical establishment. From public hygiene to the treatment of disease, Taiwan has already established a comprehensive health system with a medical network that ensures the balanced distribution of medical resources. This is to say that regardless of where you are, even in the most inaccessible mountain community, there will be medical professionals who will do whatever it takes to protect your health. Medical treatment is the most direct way to provide aid to others, and all humanitarian aid necessarily has a medical component. Since the time that the Red Cross launched its international medical aid programs, many new non-government aid organizations have sprung up in the West. The number of such organizations has also grown rapidly in Taiwan over the last few years. Taiwan now has achieved a high level of success in ensuring the health of its citizens. It is now beginning to step out into the wider world. The aid work of the Tzu Chi Foundation extends over 6 continents. In addition to the Buddhist Tzu Chi Foundation and the Christian foundations of the Mackay Memorial Hospital, many non-religious, non-government foundations have also sprung up, including the Taiwan Root Medical Peace Corps, IACT, and the Taiwan International Medical Alliance, whose activities now extend throughout the developing world. The Taiwan Root Medical Peace Corps was established in 1998 based on the concept of medicine without borders. It brings medical aid to those corners of the world that have suffered from the uneven distribution of medical resources.
We were heading to Liberia. After we set off from Taiwan, we stopped over in Paris. An international medical organization invited us to a seminar for an exchange of views and experience. Most of the information we had was from the WHO. We knew where we were going. There'd been no official medical team for the last decade, and ours would be the first volunteer group to visit.
These workers have endured thousands of miles of uncomfortable travel and worked in locations where there often has not been a doctor for over a decade. These people suffer from malnutrition, parasites, and many diseases that have long since been eradicated from Taiwan. For Taiwan's medical teams, the sight of this suffering is a shock, but also touches them deeply. They are moved to affirm their desire to carry on serving these people so desperately in need of their help.
I hope they will have better care when we get them to the hospital. At least they might become a little stronger and absorb more nourishment. Only then can they survive the constant assaults of the environment they live in.
We hope that anyone who comes, whether they are a doctor or a volunteer worker, are truly committed to coming here. You invest money and effort, and if things go wrong, you'll get a scolding. But if you do a good job, nobody is going to praise you.
We see how worried they get when their child is sick. They are no different from us. They have maternal instincts and love their children, but there's nothing they can do. They simply don't have the ability to take care of their children.
The world is a huge place, and we focus too much on Taiwan. We can go to many places, engage them, and learn from them.
They will ask, "Will you come back?" It always makes me cry. I can't bear to leave them, and I always tell them I will be back every year, that I hope I'll be able to see them again.
Taiwan is now able to play its part as a member of the global village. From past experience, we have learned that it is not difficult to inspire individuals to act, and there are many people who desire to help others. Taiwanese are learning that when you help others, what you receive is often more than what you give. This is part of our education. This is not only aimed at young people, but the whole of society. Medical aid is something that benefits both yourself and others. More and more young Taiwanese will surely choose to engage in this beneficial activity.
I know that I came here partly out of a desire to realize my potential, but of course before I came, when I heard the words terminal patients, I was quite afraid. It was something I had to learn when I arrived here. Although you are surrounded by filth and the sanitary facilities are very primitive and there is poverty everywhere, it also has its own unique character. We must not judge using our own standards. But when I saw such a person for the first time, a person on the brink of death, the shock of it brought tears to my eyes. I was very touched when a foreign volunteer, totally selfless, patted his head, as much as to say, "You can die in peace." Seeing these people dying, all they are able to do is breathe. We don't know whether they want to go on living, but they still go on breathing. They want to breathe. After I've been with a terminal patient, I find that I am more aware of my own breathing.
The pursuit of a healthy life is a basic human right and should not be denied to anybody regardless of differences in race, religion, politics, beliefs, wealth, or social situation. After all, health, humanitarianism, and access to medical treatment should be without borders, relying on international cooperation and technology exchanges. That's why we really need the whole world to work together. Taiwan's medical assistance transcends national borders. Our name is now familiar around the world.